Good evening, everyone. This is Utkarsh. I am just here to walk you through the week ahead on Network Capital. Once again, thanks very much for your warm reception of the book. It continues to be one of the best sellers on Amazon. Yesterday, we kickstarted the book tour, a virtual book tour, with one of the participants of the Network Capital subscription group, Mishal, who talked about how he's applying the different frameworks and mental models presented in the book. I hope that as all of you consider taking a look, you can contextualize some of the lessons in the book and apply them to your life. It's very much meant to be a dialogue, one that we participate in. So if something jumps out at you, or something that you don't agree with, or something that you'd like more clarity on, please do feel free to reach out to me. The book is a labor of love. It's a culmination of all the conversations that we've had together on Network Capital for the past few years. And it's just a reference or a framework to help you think through your career, augment your creativity, augment your productivity, and enhance your career intelligence along the way. The idea is not to provide you with a set of principles that cannot be changed over a period of time, but we're here essentially to see how some of the important concepts that people should be aware of when they try and create meaningful work for themselves and their communities exist. In the week ahead, there'll be several other talks by different Network Capital subscribers who are applying and have applied some of the principles and see what's to come. The official launch by Sage is on the 8th. I'm going to be sharing the details. Any of you is interested, feel free to join in. But now let's move on to some of the activities and programs of the week. Tonight is the launch of the CEO Fellowship at Network Capital. It's a month-long immersive program where 70 people have signed up to participate in this process of reading, thinking, and reflecting together as a community. I'm excited by the curriculum that has come to fore, and really excited that so many people have signed up. In the fellowship program, it's not going to be a formula to become a CEO, and honestly, not everyone should aspire to be a CEO, but essentially to try and master three important principles of work, which is meaning, autonomy, and purpose. But you don't stumble upon these things by simply reading books or listening to masterclasses and podcasts or connecting with people who've done illustrious things in their lives. The idea is to really engage. So this community-driven, content-led CEO Fellowship will bring several young leaders from different parts of the world who are going to talk about why they do what they do. There's going to be a chief growth officer of a high-growth company who's going to explain growth to school students, CEOs, young professionals, what have you. There's going to be a poet, an activist, a fashion designer, a data scientist. All of these folks are essentially people who have led transformational change in their careers. And together, as a group, we're going to reflect on powerful books, powerful talks, and essentially build a strong foundation of leadership. I'm not here to discount the importance of learning economics and fine-tune your coding and artificial intelligence enthusiasts along the way. Please feel free to do that. This is meant to complement that, not replace it. This is not an instant recipe for success, but I'm confident that if you truly immerse yourself in this program, you will be able to get the kind of leadership skills that are required to one day become a CEO or one day become the kind of leader that you aspire to be. This is something that we're going to run in multiple cohorts in the coming months. So if you've missed out on participating in this particular cohort, feel free to join in next time. And we're loving this flipped classroom approach on Network Capital, where we essentially give a lot of pre-reads, videos, podcasts, etc., and then come together and discuss. We did the same with the education bootcamp, the public policy bootcamp, the writing bootcamp, and in the CEO Fellowship, the pedagogy is going to be similar. We're going to try and flip the lesson, and instead of coming and discussing what is what, we're trying to uncover the subjects and mental models that are required to get there. It's going to be very much a compounding process where we'll focus on micro improvements as a collective over a period of time. And if we just get 1% better every day, and if we inspire our community members to just get 1% better every day, over a year or over a decade, this will compound into becoming serious leadership potential for you and for the kind of advanced leaders we wish to be. Moving on, we have these weekly check-ins for our master's, MBA, and college applicants, and lots of scholarships such as Shivning. So every week we come together and discuss the best practices of these particular scholarships and master's, MBA, other kinds of programs, and this will continue. We will continue to add a set of speakers who will advance and really help the participants of the program join in this effort of fine-tuning their application. Essentially, nobody else can write your story. You know your story, you're intimately aware of what it brings to bear. And our role on Network Capital is to help you craft that story that makes you be presented to the application committee in the best possible light. There are lots of new masterclasses coming up. You might have seen the launch of Careers in Venture Capital by Karthikeya, an investor at Bloom, and ex-IFC and ex-INSEAD person. There was also a masterclass by Rohan Sandhu about his experience at the Harvard Kennedy School, and there'll be lots of others coming your way. These masterclasses, I hope, prove their purpose, and so far, given the completion rates and given the kind of system that we have built, it seems that you're all liking it. We briefly touched on this before, but the recommendation engine that we've built, thanks to your support, continues to get better, because the more people who watch these videos, the more people who complete the programs, the algorithm gets smarter and is able to predict what kind of courses will make most relevance to you. Today is Teachers' Day, the 5th of September. I think Network Capital would not exist without its teachers and mentors, and many of you happen to be mine, and I hope I have proven the role in some capacity. But the idea is, take a moment today to think of every teacher and every mentor who's made a difference in your life, and send that person a thank you note, because they do a very important role of refining and defining talent and essentially bridge the talent opportunity gap. Many of us have been fortunate, I personally have been fortunate to study at iconic institutions like INSEAD, Ashoka, Oxford, etc. And I'm ever so grateful that I've had teachers who've really helped me think through. And some of the mentors that I've found in the industry and other areas of life have played the role of, presenting me the mirror and helping me think through some of the most important issues. 5th of September also happens to be by my late grandfather, Dr. Shyamnandan Kishore's birthday. He spent his life teaching and writing poetry, and today is also an homage to him. I'm so grateful for all the support and all the continual engagement that I get from all of you. This community is a labor of love. It's something that we've built together in a fairly counterintuitive sense, and it continues to grow and scale and does what it does thanks to your support.